All right, all the green dots going. Here we go, everybody. Yeah, we're not gonna wait for the other two. We're just gonna get it going right now, and we're off with our first mock draft of the day on Mock Draft Tuesday. For everyone who's watching this on replay, I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button, hit the and throw in a comment while you are at it. Let's go. I got the 10th pick in this draft. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I just like to see how the draft unfolds before it gets to me and then make my moves from there. So let's see. Shout out to everyone rocking with us live in the chat, doing the draft with us. We got 10 savages in right now. We got the computer taking over 2 spots. The computer ADP, the way they use ADP has not been that bad. It has. And I do see a lot of in the Superflex going QB heavy. A lot of people are doing that, though, in these Superflex leagues. Hey, Marco from the future. What up, brother? Where am I going to go with this? Let's see. Let's see it. Ooh, rock out going Anthony Richardson. Let's go. Let's see where Derek goes. Of course, he's going CD Lamb. Man, who do I go for here? We're going to go Brees. We're going to go Brees. A little bit harder to come by a running back like Brees than any of the wide receivers. Because he's the end of tier 1 for me there. Like, after you get past those first 3. I know one of Crispy's picks. Let's see. You going to do it? Yeah. Amon-Ra. That's who I wanted. Marco said, would you trade Hawkinson for a 203 in one of these players? Like, you're trading away Hawkinson? Nah, I'm just holding. Just hold. Ooh, double wide receiver stack for Chris Bay. What up? I'm Lawrence. Probably not going to join on Discord. I'm not too active outside of the Discord that we have. All right. You know what? Let's go double RB. Double hero RB. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Double hero RB out of the 10th spot. There goes Barkley. The guys who I really want, I don't want to raise the ADP on. Because Barkley would be who I really would have taken there. All right, sounds good, Mark. I said thank you. Just needed some confirmation for my decline. Yeah, I don't want to give up Hawkinson for nothing. And the 203, I know that's not really nothing, but it is. So we've gotten 3 running backs and 4 wide receivers in this second round. Not a lot of QB action yet in this Superflex. We got 5 off the board in the first round. Let's see how it goes here in the second half of the second round. Because now we're coming up to the 4 teams that have their QBs. And CJ Stroud goes. Hurts and CJ Stroud. Man, that might be some of the lowest that I've really seen him do. Go. And Puka off the board. Puka's going to start going a little bit lower. Everyone's going to be hella nervous about him. Marvin Harrison, Joe Burrow going super low. Only 2 QBs taken in the second round. I know Toyota One may even pick one here, but he's got 2 picks in a row. A lot of QBs in that little section of the draft. Look at that. IU trade talks. Now he's going back up. Dem7, what up, bro? He said you only play in Superflex leagues. Me personally, yes. I don't like playing in the single QB leagues unless it's something crazy like our Marvel, like Multiverse of Madness, where we have 32 teams. Damn it. All right, screw it. We'll go Laporta. But I do host single QB leagues, Dems. We did a few single QB mocks. They just get a little boring. Let's get a little bit boring. And Marco said you're getting a lot of scammers and trolls on Twitch lately. I like it. It means we're getting popular. That's all it means to me is we're getting more popular on Twitch if we're getting the scammers and the trolls coming through. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. We need more. We need more. Come find us, guys. And Dem said, just curious why you like Superflex that much more than single QB. I really feel like quarterback is the most like important position in all of sports. So I really don't like the idea of making the position like meaningless And to me, in like single QB, it might not be meaningless, but it's one tiny little step above meaningless. That's one of the things that kind of sucks to me about the single QB leagues. So that's one. That's like my main like reason. I would say number 2 is like everybody has the same strategy in a single QB league, like late QB. And I know there's some people who go early, but I like everybody who's like a genius, quote unquote. Oh yeah, we just go late QB. And you can get QBs in the 10th, 11th, 12th round. And that's just, I'm not saying that's like cheating. It's like not. It's like it's the format. And usually in those single QB formats, the point scoring is probably a little bit lower. But I like this where QBs are actually important. Still, if there's 12 teams, there's only 24 starting. That's barely a little bit more than 66%, maybe like 70% of the starters. So there has to be some type of strategy towards QB. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to wait until like my last pick and pick quarterback. Because like you could literally do that in these single QB leagues. So I like having, you have to strategize for the most important position in football. And one thing that I really hate about single QBs leagues is because there's no QBs taken, you don't get any skill player at any kind of value. And I know if you only play in single QB leagues, you're just used to that kind of value. But that's one thing that sucks, man. Everybody goes early. Everybody goes like super early. And to me, that's the biggest gripe between the single QB leagues and the Superflex. But I'm glad with you agree with that, how it devalues the most important position in all of sports. Like that's my biggest gripe with the single QB leagues for sure. Bakes in the house. What up, bro? Peacock in the house. What up, bro? What up? And we're going to be doing more mocks after this, guys. And this is the first one. We usually try to do like anywhere from 3 to 5. We got 10 people in this one, so we only got 2 auto drafting spots. And auto drafting teams aren't too bad. They don't have a lot of running backs. Like that's one of the things I noticed with these auto drafting teams. And if you just draft based off of ADP, you're really not gonna like the running backs won't like you have to reach for running backs if you're going off of ADP only. And Dem said, great points. I've been a hater of Superflex, but I'm glad you gave me some new perspective. Yeah, for sure. And maybe, I don't know if have you ever played in a Superflex league, or do you just hate the idea, or did you like hate the idea of it? Because one thing that I'll say, all leagues are not created equal. Like all leagues are not created equal. And don't let one bad league sour you to a type of format. Trust me, especially if you get in a league like with me, everything just makes sense. The scoring makes sense. The roster positions make sense. Like everything. Adema said, once I went to Superflex, I never went back. It's hard. It's really hard to go back. Will said, man, I should have taken Malik, and I had him and Harrison. Couldn't pass on Debo there. And Will said, Superflex is much better. I just started playing them last year, but I'm trying to get into more this year. Switch my 2 leagues that I commission over to Superflex. Nice. I'm building pretty evenly here. Building pretty evenly. And you know what? Just so I can hit the drop, let's do it.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
For sure, Joe Mix-a-Lot.
Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
What up, Tino? He said, oh shit, I could join the draft and watch. He said, what's good, team? What up, bro? And he said, Stafford over Herbert. I think people are getting a little bit nervous with Herbert right now because he did get a little bit hurt, right? And so I feel like anything that happens right now in preseason, we're going to get like just these crazy overreactions, especially in mock drafts, for sure. Hey, Tino, don't be trying to get my secrets, all right? Don't be trying to get my secrets. Look at all those skill positions, though, man. Like, I'm not a super fan of Olave, but getting him in the 4th, not too shabby, and then getting Devonta Smith at the end of the 6th. And, I don't know what happened here, but we got to refresh. I like picking players where I get to hit the drops. And Bake said, there are 19 people in here. One of you motherfuckers, please take the last spot in the 32 Marvel Multiverse of Madness. And we might need more than one because of chaotic. She said in Florida right now, the hurricanes and all kind of shit going on. So we might have to replace her. I texted her I still haven't got a response, so I don't know if she was working or what, but I'm gonna try to reach out again. Also, I tried to remind her, though, it's a slow draft. It's not a fast draft. Like, shit, this one's going to take 2 or 3 weeks. That's why we got to start, like, right now. That's why we got to start right now. Damn, so the Marvel Multiverse of Madness. It's a League of Madness. It is a Marvel-themed league. It is 32 teams, 4 divisions, and there's 5 offensive starters, including a Superflex. You don't have to start a QB. You do not have to start a QB. It's really, you only start one at every position. It's like 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and then there's a super flex spot where you can start a QB, and then just 2 extra flex spots. So it's mostly flex spots. You're only forced to start 1 wide receiver and 1 RB because of the format, the 32. And then you only have to start 1 person per position on defense. So it's very easy to get 1 defensive lineman, 1 linebacker, 1 DB, and then there's 1 flex spot as well. So very easy to fill it all. But it's it's $55 buy-in on League Safe. 55! And there's, if you win your division, you get money. If you place in the top 4, you get money. If you score the highest amount of points during the season, you get money. If you have the best record during the regular season, you get money. And this year, there's a $50 prize for the consolation bracket. So everybody in the top 16 finishing teams has an opportunity to potentially win money. Last year, it was only the 8 playoff teams, but this year, I took $50 away from first place, and then we added that towards the consolation bracket. And so now, if you make the playoffs or the consolation bracket, you at least got a shot at getting your money back. There we go. We got Rodgers. Let's get him. And Zach said went 0 RB in this mock. Let's see. Oh, for sure. For sure. Najee's your first. Woo. That's ultra 0 RB. What would that strategy be? Maybe I'll do that on one of the next ones. What would we consider a draft like that, where you like wait that long to get an RB, a wide receiver, whatever? What would that be called? And Tino said you can kill teams in the draft if you play it. LOL, I knew it. Oh, but Crispy got Watson. I can't really tell what's happening like this. I need to see the players available. Hello, ladies. Get ready. Watson's going to do it this year. He's going to score. We're going to play this. He's going to hit him with the reveal. Oh, man, that's funny. Call it the Jerry Jones strategy. Just got to make sure to force the issue to get Zeke somewhere in there and just get like nothing but late RBs. And said, man, I did a 0 RB and got Stevenson and Zamir. That's not too bad. And Tino said, this is Dakota's song. Yeah, that's not too bad getting Stevenson and Zamir White. I hope Stevenson goes for another 50+ receptions. He goes for that. I like when he had the 69 receptions.
69, dudes!
I know we're 2 years removed from that now, but let's get back to that status. Tino said Watson left his song in Texas. Oh, man. Team's pretty well-rounded. Team is pretty well-rounded. I'm not too mad at this team. When I took Rodgers, though, shit, Baker Mayfield and Watson go like right after. And so that kind of hurt me a little bit. So I just went Hollywood. Yo, hey, and speaking of Hollywood, what up? Hollywood in the house. What up? What up? We got another mock coming up after this. So if you want to get down with the get down, just hang around. I'll go set up the next one now. Justin, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but they called Dakota Prescott the mattress man of Texas. Oh, man. He's just getting laid left and right. Is that what it is? Oh. Fantasy Sizzling has emerged. Me and Fantasy Sizzling, we got a user game. It's going to be Miami versus the Florida Gators. The U versus the Gators. Oh, shit. It's on me. Hold on. Oh, man. Someone took Gino. Son of a biatch. Man, I'm just gonna take Zeke to block Crispy. Screw you, Crispy. And check. I missed the B-Rob the Mob. And Derek said, speaking of the U, you saw Devin Hester made it to the Hall of Fame. Hell yeah, man. Greatest return man of all time. The only man to take an opening kick back to the house. And his team sucked so much. That's the only touchdown they scored. Man. This is ugly. I'll go Derek Carr. He better be everybody's favorite, or at least considered the best kick returner of all time, because there's nobody better. That Chicago Bears team was so bad, and he single-handedly got them to the Super Bowl. Like, how are you so good that everybody knows that you're about to house it? The team still kick it to you because they don't want to look like sissies out there, whatever. And then you still house it on them. Like, that's how good Devin Hester is everybody knows that he's going to house it. And you still have the cojones to kick it to him. And then he houses it on you. Like, everybody knew that he was going to house the kickoff in the Super Bowl. And it was like, oh, is it controversial to kick it out of bounds here and just let him start at the 40? It would have been, for sure. But look what he did. You give it to him, and then he houses it. Shout out to Devin Hester. Shout out to everyone who watched this mock draft on replay. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you can be here and mock draft with us on Monday, on Tuesday, on Thursday, on Saturday. Come hang with the crew. We have a lot of fun mock drafting. For everybody live, just hang out. Everybody on replay, look at all the videos that are around there. Click on them. Do it now.